Alex Rosen is a well-known predator hunter who exposes adults who are willing to chat to minors online. He specifically targets those who arrange to meet children for the most nefarious reasons imaginable. The last time we discussed Alex, he exposed self-admitted predator David Dunn, who had a lengthy record of alleged incidents involving children he grew up with and even his own children.
How's it going, sir? We're just having a conversation here with Dave, and basically there's some child you gotta get rid of, right? And you're gonna delete?
Yeah.
Okay, man, it's just not anywhere. It's just your laptop and your phone. You gotta get rid of it? Yeah. Okay. And you're even deleting someone on your phone for me right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He just said on your body cam that he has child on his phone, so.
I did what? I didn't say that.
He also admitted to having over 1,000 images of children, including infants, on his device at the time of the confrontation. Alex was posing as a father who was willing to meet David at a hotel in order to let him pay in exchange for illegal relations with his very young daughter that obviously doesn't exist. In the same bust, Alex also exposed a Telegram group, APCL channel, which last I checked had over 14,000 members. Members that, according to David Dunn, were required to trade CP every 12 hours in order to avoid getting booted from the group.
How often do they put like infant videos in these groups?
On this one group that I'm in right now, quite often, which you need to check that out if you're checking people out, because there's over 10,000 members in it. I have gotten over 800 videos the first night.
What age range would you say the videos were that they were trying
They've got infants in there all the way up to 17, but it's APCL channel.
Okay, you just take care of that. APCL channel.
But thanks to Alex, David was arrested, taken to jail, and convicted. After I covered Alex's sting of David Dunn, one of his kids contacted me to thank us for covering this, as it's giving them the courage to come forward and speak out. Nothing could have made me happier other than David Dunn's crimes never being committed in the first place. But with Alex being the cause of hundreds of arrests and too many convictions to count, we are constantly reminded that this really is the world we live in. Thankfully, people like Alex and his team, the Predator Poachers, reside in it with us. I also personally contacted the FBI via email, who reached back out and interviewed me over the phone about APCL channel and vowed to do everything in their power to shut it down. Today, this group either no longer exists or it's private because I can no longer find it, but make no mistake, it was one of many groups that thrive off of illegal activity involving minors for personal gratification. The current work Alex does and the evolution of his tactics over the years showcase nothing but sheer professionalism. He's come a long way since he was 18. Today, he and his group, the Predator Poachers, have caught someone accused of doing things to children and harboring interest in some of the darkest illegal activities known to man. And this alleged predator is one of the worst. I imagine how easily a person like this can convince others around him that he's not a monster, especially considering this man is a self-employed nanny. I'm Mr. Black, and this is the disturbing truth.
Hey, how's it going, Dominic?
Meet 43-year-old Dominic Barbagallo of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Dominic lives with his 75-year-old mother and 98-year-old grandmother when Alex Rosen, who often goes by the pseudonym Gordon Flowers, knocked on his door in December of 2023. Some kind of religious clergyman was also currently visiting the residence. It's quite obvious that Dominic doesn't want anyone inside the house to hear the conversation that he and Alex are having, so when Alex politely offers Dominic to take a ride with him to a local gas station, he agrees.
I'll be back. I'm not gonna kill him or anything.
No, I mean, you're the guy in the hoodie. Are you gonna kill me?
No.
I
just don't know you guys.
Yeah, I'm Gordon, and I got two people with me for safety. But no, you don't have any weapons on you?
No, I don't have any
weapons. We don't either. We don't either. So
okay.
But like I said, everything is recorded for your safety and my safety, because we don't know each other. But
can I open up the garage or do we just want to go somewhere?
Oh, well, I was hoping you'd go with us.
I guess.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
The purpose of the drive is to discuss the reason for the home visit, and that reason stems from certain chat logs allegedly between Dominic and an underage decoy that he was chatting with online by the name of Mandy. While in the car with Alex driving and Derek recording video from the back seat, Dominic is reminded that he can exit the vehicle when he chooses to.
Yeah, and like Dominic, at any point, if you want me, like, I mean, we're just gonna go to the gas station, but at any point, if you like want me to stop the car and let you out, like, yeah, just let me know, cause
Okay.
like, I'm not, yeah.
The polite demeanor of the predator poachers and the reassurance of safety serves not only to establish a rapport with Dominic, but also to keep him calm and avoid putting the accused under duress. A defense attorney can argue duress as a reason to negate any confessions rendered by his client. This is why Alex is friendly and constantly reminds Dominic that the situation poses zero physical threat to him. This is a perfect tactic to remain within the law and keep the alleged talking. After a few minutes of further building a rapport by talking about random topics, Alex finally dives into the core reason why he's there.
So do you know what I'd be talking to you about today?
No, because I haven't said anything inappropriate or anything like that, so no.
Okay, but I mean, do you like know who Mandy is?
I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't, there was nothing, like, I didn't do anything or say anything sexual or, like, came on to her or, like, said anything sexual
Right.
about it, yeah.
Right. Just curious, how old is Mandy? Or how old did she tell you?
She told me she's 13.
Okay, I appreciate your honesty. So how did this stuff on Facebook kind of start? Because obviously, you know, I don't think November 1st would be the first date that I'm going to be talking to you about. I think it would go back a little bit before that.
Yeah, I don't know how long, a year or two, maybe? I don't really...
A year or two of what, you think?
Like Facebook.
Okay, got it. So specifically on Facebook, I mean, like, how long do you think these kind of, these, like, younger ladies, like, maybe around Mandy's age, have been, like, kind of trying to hit you up?
Well, they always do, yeah. I don't really go through with them, but...
Okay. You like, they tried to, like, reach out to you before?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know about when that started?
Maybe, like, 6 months ago, maybe? Something like that, maybe?
Got it. About how many do you think have hit you up on Facebook? Of these, like, younger ladies under 18?
Maybe, like, 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you remember how old they were?
No, I don't remember how old they were.
Okay.
Because usually it was never a conversation. It was usually like one thing and then that was it. Like there was nothing else really that went into it.
Okay. So Mandy would have been the first to actually continue conversation?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. How did the conversation with you and Mandy kind of go? What was kind of the subject matter of some of the conversations?
Her staying here, and then she was talking about something about sex, and I was like, I'm not interested in that. I was like, 16 is the age, is the legal age.
Yeah.
I was like, and besides that, I was like, nothing could happen or anything like that.
Mandy was talking about sex with you?
She was just talking. She did eventually, but I told her I was like, I'm not interested in that at all. So I was
right.
like, I want you to be protected. I'm not here to hurt you or or do anything with you or anything like that.
No, and I appreciate that. And that's truly like, and I think it's truly responsible on your end to not be one to actually hurt somebody and all that. But
I never want to hurt anyone.
Yeah, of course.
Some people might think that Alex is too soft with the men who talk to minors online. And this is likely because inside those of us who detest this type of behavior, there's a deep longing for the harshest punishment imaginable for these kinds of evil deeds. But make no mistake, this is a feeling that both Alex and I share with you. But what we have to keep sight of is that the law matters. And in order to get these men to admit what they've done in a way that allows them to be held accountable, Alex must keep his cool and play what you might call good cop at all times. But don't be fooled by his friendly demeanor. It's all for a good strategic purpose.
So that's what I'm asking about Mandy. Like, what did she say? Like, she talked about. So, in what way did she talk about it?
Like she said one time that she was like, I want to do stuff, or let's do stuff with just me and you. And I was like, I'm not interested in that. I was like, once you turn 16 legal age, that's another story.
Yeah.
Until Gad, I can't, like nothing like that.
What are some of the stuff she wanted to do?
She didn't. I don't think she said anything what to do. She just said, it was like oral sex. I think it was something like that. She was like, I want to learn. I want to be taught or something like that. And I was like, I can't do that.
Okay. Well, about when did Mandy start trying to ask you for sex and all that stuff?
I think it was just recently. It was just recently or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was like in the last like week or so or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you talked about doing? Like, did she send any pictures, or did you send any pictures?
Just regular. I sent a regular picture of myself, and then she sent me one, or actually it was, I can't remember if it was just, for the longest time it was just the one off the web, her only picture.
Yeah.
And then after that, and then I think it was like a week and a half ago, I think, I was like, we never actually exchanged pictures, and I just asked for regular pictures.
Right.
Yeah, and she sent me like, I think 2 or 3 like pictures, just regular pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like her with a dog just laying there on the bed.
Right. Yeah, just what anybody would send.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't like anything like inappropriate or something like that, no.
Got it. Just curious, how long have you and your wife been married for?
11 years? 10 years?
Damn. Not trying to be intrusive, like, why don't y'all, like, live together?
She likes it better that way. It's just, she feels like if we got, like, lived together, we would get at each other's throats or be at each other's throats, and she just finds it easier just to...
Yeah, that's fair.
After discussing what Dominic's wife, whom he appears to be separated from, does for a living, Alex moves on to asking about Dominic's own employment.
What have you done for work recently, besides Safeway?
Nothing recently.
Okay. No, like, side jobs or anything? Got it. Are you hoping to, like, apply for one?
I mean, I hope so. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I still can't after this.
Oh, dude. No, I like, if I wanted this to get in the way of anything you got going on, I would have just talked to you when the priest was listening or anything like that. So I don't think, Dominic, I don't think you're a bad person.
No, I wasn't trying to be. I mean, I was just trying to be respectful and trying to help someone out. I wasn't trying to do anything to her. I mean...
This is a key moment in Alex's rapport building. He's minimizing the situation in order to keep Dominic thinking that Alex sympathizes with him, but you'll soon find out that both Alex and Dominic's intentions are entirely different from what they're displaying verbally.
No, like, literally everybody on the, especially, and I think being away from your wife actually can cause something like this, because she's like, it'll get at each other's throats. But I think if you were actually with your wife, I don't think any of this would be said at all.
Because it was like the last month and a half I've been sick with, and there was a sinus infection.
Oh,
and
damn.
It came back again, so I've been kind of fighting this for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
I was put on antibiotics, and 4 days later I started having sinus problems again, and just hasn't been a good month and a half.
Let's just be clear. There's no evidence that codes or antibiotics cause adults to be attracted to and seek out minors online. So I can only guess the information that he's divulging is to explain why his wife of around 10 years is not currently living with him. I don't know about you, but my wife doesn't move out of the house when I have a cold. Either way, I feel like that might not be the only reason she moved out. Shortly after this, Alex asks Dominic if he's ever heard of the mobile app Telegram, which, if you'll remember, is the app where APCL channel was based.
Have you heard of this app called Telegram?
Yes.
Okay. What's kind of that like?
It's fucking weird.
Okay. That could mean a lot of things. It could mean there's a troll in that dumpster right there, or whatever. What do you mean by weird?
It's just a weird place to be. A weird place to be on. It's just a bunch of crazy shit.
Crazy shit. What do you mean by that? Like, who's crazy on there?
No, just in general, the app itself. It seems like to just be, I don't know, it just seems to be where everyone crazy, I don't know how to explain.
Okay.
Where everyone crazy goes.
Are there, like, any, because on Facebook, there's people that look and do some text and whatever. Facebook's fucking Facebook. It's been around forever. I've heard there's people on Telegram who are truly, like... Like, if Mandy was asking them for some stuff, they wouldn't treat it like you did. I think they would actually... I've heard people on Telegram are actually truly sick.
No, that's what, actually that kind of red flagged me, because she said, said I wanted to be safe, and I was, like, hoping she wasn't sending, like, nude pictures to anyone or anything like that. But then on her profile, it says something about, it has, like, a money sign. It's like it seemed like she was trying to get people... But she told me, she was like, I had a friend that did it, and someone, like, gave a whole bunch of people her picture or something like that.
Really?
And she was like, I don't do that. But then on her thing, there would be, like, a money thing, so it looked like that people could send her money
in exchange for something?
Yeah,
okay.
In exchange for something. And she said she never did anything like that, but then I don't know why that would be on the Facebook.
Got it. Yeah, because you seem like someone who's actually responsible with this stuff and isn't out to actually hurt anybody.
I'm not trying to hurt anyone.
But I've heard there's like that kind of stuff happens on Telegram like a lot, where like there's people that either have these pictures of like, I guess, young girls maybe Mandy's age or send them around. Have you heard about that?
No, but I see it all the time on Facebook. I know it's on Facebook.
While Dominic has been on Telegram, it seems his interactions with the underage decoy Mandy were on Facebook. Dominic also wants Alex to believe that he was simply a concerned adult looking out for a 13-year-old child who might be getting herself involved in activities that could harm her. It's a common excuse used by adults who seek minors online.
Like, what are they doing on Facebook with that?
I just see pictures all the time go up on Facebook, that's all.
Okay. What do you mean, like, go up on Facebook where, like?
Like on their profiles or whatever.
On their profiles? Okay. But I mean, like, have there been any instances where people have tried to, like, send you pics of these younger ladies under 18 on Telegram?
No.
No?
I had a person do it on Facebook.
Oh, really?
But not on Telegram, no.
Okay. Do you know who this person could have been?
No idea, dude.
Do you know if it was a guy or a girl?
I'm assuming I think it was a guy, but I don't know.
Okay, so what did he try to send?
It was a picture of a naked girl.
Okay. I know this isn't stuff you like to look at, but about how old was this girl about?
I would have to say probably 5 to 7.
Okay.
I think, but I don't know, but I think.
Obviously young.
Yeah.
Okay. Was this a video or a picture?
Just a picture.
Okay. Naked how? Like what was showing?
It was like naked with like her like, it might have been like spread eagle maybe?
Okay.
The idea that random people on Facebook are sending explicit images of 5-year-old girls to other random members on Facebook unprovoked is hard to believe. One has to wonder just how much of the truth is being told in Dominic's side of the story.
So how did that conversation kind of go with that guy?
He just hit me up and he was like, what'd he say? I think he said, like, do you like young girls? I didn't message him. And he sent me a picture, and then I didn't even message him back or anything.
Right. It's just these people, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Again, it's quite a coincidence to assume Dominic was randomly sent unsolicited CP on Facebook about a month before he was stung by the predator poachers. But when Dominic mentions his involvement in what he refers to as family stuff, Alex's attention is piqued.
I used to like do family stuff. They would like, I would watch the kids while there, so I would never like hurt a child or anything like that. And
okay, you used to babysit?
Well, I mean, for my family, like when we had get gatherings, something like that, like downstairs, something like that, they all used to go in there and eat, and I would watch there would be like 10 of them.
Nice.
And I would just watch them, and that's pretty much it.
Do you like babysit at all?
I mean, not really. I mean, I do if someone like. One of my best friends, we've known each other for 25 years.
Yeah.
I'll sometimes watch kids for her.
Nice.
Sometimes, but it's not like a job or anything like that.
Does she like pay you?
No.
Okay. Got it. So the $25 an hour thing to Mandy was BS?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Alex is referring to messages between Dominic and the decoy Mandy, where Dominic allegedly claimed to make $25 an hour babysitting. Dominic is now denying these claims.
How old's you? So your best friend, is that like a family friend, or who's that best friend?
Yeah, no, I just met her 25 years ago.
Oh, okay.
A couple of all my friends that I've had are pretty much I've had for the last 25 years.
Well, nice.
I haven't really, I don't really make too many friends now. And those people I don't consider them friends, I consider them my family.
And you just voluntarily babysit for her?
I mean, sometimes, she'll go upstairs and, lay down or something like that, and I'll watch the little kid while she lays down or something like that.
Nice. How many kids does she have?
She has 3 kids.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's a lie. Well, technically she has 5 kids.
Okay.
But 2 of them don't live in the house. I just didn't want you to think I'm lying to you.
Yeah. Appreciate it. How old's the oldest, the youngest?
The oldest, I think, just turned 16. I think the other one is 14, and the little girl is 4.
Nice. Is there anybody else that you babysit?
No.
Okay. So the 16-year-old lives in the
I just make it seem like I have a job because I don't want to seem like I'm just,
Of course.
After further discussion, it's still unclear at this point if Dominic gets paid for his babysitting activities, but Alex wants to reroute the conversation back to Telegram and Facebook.
So on Telegram, when you go online, what typically happens?
I just go there, look at it, and then get off. I mean, I don't really have anything on there really to do, or I don't really go on there that often.
Okay. Has anybody like tried to conversate with you and then offer stuff like that your way?
I believe on Facebook, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember who those people could have been? Okay, just randoms.
Yeah.
Okay. How did those types of conversations go with them? Who tried to like offer you that stuff?
It wasn't really kind of like offering me. It was kind of like offering like like on their website or on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
They were saying like, pay money and then we'll give you tons of pictures of little girls or tons of pictures of kids or stuff like that.
Okay, got it. Have you seen anything like that on Telegram where they try to sell that stuff too?
Not yet, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Right. So how does that typically, like, where are they posting those ads, or?
They post it to their own site.
Oh, like their story type deal?
Yeah, like their story, yeah.
When was the last time, like, someone posted one of those that you've seen?
I mean, they do it all the time. It's not like something that's like, wow.
Facebook allows that shit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they allow it, but...
Dominic acts like he's shocked by the content on these pages on Facebook and seems to portray himself as an innocent bystander when it comes to stories posted on said pages that offer bulk buys of CP. Now, Dominic could be forgiven for stumbling upon a page and unknowingly seeing a story like this, but the fact that he sees them frequently, knows what they are, and continues to follow the page, in my opinion, displays darker intentions. But now Alex wants to get back to talking about the chat logs between Dominic and the decoy Mandy, where Dominic mentions babysitting for a family with 5 kids, including an 11-year-old, a 4-year-old, and 3-year-old triplets.
Dude, which family's that? The triplets and the,
I don't watch the kids, it's kind of my backstory and makeup so it looks like I have a job.
Well, I mean, do you know the name of who would have the triplets? Like, which friend is that?
I don't have a friend with triplets, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. There were some messages said, kind of just about, like, the babysitting stuff. Do you know, like, what messages I'd be talking about?
Yeah, but once again, it was just made up. It wasn't anything, like I said, it's not real, so I mean, I don't know what to say.
Right.
Dominic previously claimed that he doesn't watch kids, but Alex continues to dig into the chat logs and reads out a part where Dominic told the decoy that he looks after a 12-year-old boy in a house that has a camera in every room. He further states that both he and the 12-year-old hate the cameras. He also says the 12-year-old gets in trouble for shutting them off. Dominic must have forgotten he told the decoy these things.
I forgot about those, so you're right.
Mm-hmm.
When I said that, I didn't. So sorry. I know it seems like I'm lying, but...
Right. I mean, he's a 12-year-old boy. I should explain everything. He sometimes comes over to my house by himself to play video games. He likes it at my house better because there's no cameras watching him at my house, so he loves to come over. Sometimes he spends the night. I'm not, I know there was some other stuff said. I'm not saying that was real, but, like, I'm just curious. Like, because obviously everything comes from...
Because I thought that she would be interested in, like, a person her age.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said those things. I thought that she might be interested in someone her age.
Yeah,
that wasn't my age.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying any of that shit you said is like true about what happened between the two of you. But like, just curious, like who is the 12-year-old boy maybe think she'd be with or would want to be with?
It was like again made up because it would eventually he would never have come because there is no person. Like there is no person. There is no 12-year-old boy.
Okay. What was kind of the point of like just telling her about it?
I don't know. No, honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just an idiot and don't think before I write.
Yeah, no, Dominic, I'm not here to judge. Like, what was kind of like, what do you think at the time would like be the motive about telling her about that? Was it to have her like just come over or something, or just honestly?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so the 12-year-old boy thing was to maybe get her to come over to your house, or?
Well, no, even before I even said that, she would have came over, so that had nothing to do with, that had no bearing on her coming over.
Oh, got it. Who was on board for her to come over? Was it like just her, you, or both of you guys, or?
It was both of us.
Okay. So what did you say the name of the 12-year-old, or of the boy was?
I think I said his name was, I could be wrong though, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Where did the name come from?
That's actually Caroline's oldest son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 20-year-old.
Oh, I see. Okay. How long have you been babysitting for Caroline for? How long has she's never paid you at all?
No, I don't ask for money or anything like that.
That's a good man.
I just take care of her because I feel I don't know, me and her daughter have a connection. Like, we have our own language, and she likes me.
How long have you been helping her out with babysitting? That's freaking...
Just every couple months, if she needs to, like, rest or clean or something like that, then I'll watch the kid.
Well, no, I know. But, like, I'm saying, like, how many years have you been, like, going out of your way to help her out? I mean, that's very virtuous to me.
Probably about the last, like, probably 4, because her daughter's 4.
So who lives in the house? It's the 4-year-old and the 2 boys live in the house?
No, the two girls.
Oh, the 2 girls?
Yeah, they're all girls.
Oh, okay.
That live in the house.
Yeah.
After further discussing the family dynamics of the friend Dominic babysits for, Alex brings the conversation back to the chat logs again. Alex wants to know if there was anything at all flirty about the messages between Dominic and Mandy. He also reads out some pretty disturbing texts that Dominic allegedly sent, which start to reveal his true intentions with a 13-year-old girl that he thought was a minor. A girl he offered to come and live with him.
Anything, like, a little bit more flirty with her than that? Like, just, maybe did you all just talk about, not only just Mandy having sex, but, because I don't see any messages where, you just rejected her. And again, if she's bringing up first, I mean, I get it if it's been a while for you. But, one of them here was like, trust me, I was very surprised she would be okay with that. You said, here, I don't want to hurt you because I know I'm, big and thick, so, and you would probably bleed, and I don't want to do that at least when you're 16. It'll feel good if I do it like it now. It'll just hurt a lot. I appreciate you, like, giving her that warning and all that.
Yeah. And that's why I said 16. I said I wasn't doing anything until she reached the legal age.
Mm-hmm. Dominic seems to see no problem with talking explicitly with a 13-year-old about the size of his you-know-what, and planning to engage in sexual activity with her when she's 16, which is the age of consent in his state. And while what Dominic is doing may be considered grooming, shockingly, there are currently no laws in Pennsylvania against this. There's currently a Change.org petition aimed at fixing the gap in the state's legal system. According to definitions.us.legal.com, child grooming refers to an act of deliberately establishing an emotional connection with a child to prepare the child for child abuse. And while it may not be a state law where Dominic is, child grooming is considered a federal offense punishable by 18 USCS 2422. Whether or not the law will see Dominic's exact actions here as a punishable offense at this point is up to the legal system. But when further chat logs are read out loud, the picture of Dominic grooming Mandy starts to appear a little more clearly.
She said, I'll be happy just being with you anyway. I just want to make sure you're happy too. She said, oh, weird for you since you're young, but I actually like putting in the sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying like all the time, like, mostly in a vagina, but putting in it's pretty fun too, all good. I'm sure you'll make me very happy. Like, was there just like some talks? Was there just some talk talked about?
That kind of ran in together. That was nothing about like having like sex like now or anything like that.
Okay. But here it said, with me eventually having regular sex will be very gentle. I'll go in nice and slow and try to make it as painless as possible, even though it will be painful, but I'll still try to make it as painless as possible. I know I'm so excited to finally get to see you too, and I know I wish it was later on today too. Trust me, I do. I don't think this was talked about, when she would be 16. I think it was talked about now.
I swear I didn't. I've said several times that we couldn't do anything until she turned 16.
But even just talking about sex with just kind of a teenager.
No, I know that's wrong, and I should never even brought that up.
Right.
I understand that.
Dominic has now admitted that talking to Mandy with dark intentions was wrong, but now Alex wants to move on to some other topics Dominic brought up in the chat logs regarding the children he claims to have babysat.
So those messages to Mandy, a lot of people would take that as pretty graphic, especially the stuff. I skipped over reading a lot of stuff that, do you remember what was talked about? Like with people you said you would babysit?
Yeah, but that, like I said, that was not, those are all lies. It's just, it was making her comfortable with, I don't know.
Making her comfortable with what?
No, just, I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying it right. I don't
know. No, I'm not here to judge, man. Truly.
No, I know. I'm just trying to, I don't really know why. Sometimes I just don't know why.
Well, I guess what was the goal in saying that at the time you said it? Like, what were you hoping would?
Dude, I have no idea, dude. I don't know what the goal, what the point of that was.
Well, I mean, I just heard like make her more comfortable, and you stopped yourself. Just make her more comfortable with what?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if you judge me. You probably think I'm a piece of shit, and just because I know you think you don't, but I think you do. And I'm not trying to like be mean or like trying to like come at you or something like that. And, you know, and some of the stuff I said was out of line, especially talking to a 13-year-old like that. That should have never happened.
Yeah.
So that was just...
Yeah.
That's wrong, but sometimes I don't think. Sometimes I just say stuff. I don't...
Right. That's what I'm
trying to hurt you.
And that's why I'm just trying to walk it back and just... Like, what were you hoping saying that stuff like about the babysitting would accomplish to her? I'm just asking.
I don't know what it would accomplish. I don't... Like I said, sometimes I don't think. I know.
I know.
Right.
I know.
And whether you think I'm a piece of shit or not, I am, because that should have never been said.
Okay.
I can't believe.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good, man. You're good. But look at me. Today's when it all gets sorted out, and today is when you start the rest of your life on the straight and narrow, man. Truly, okay?
Another masterful moment displaying ability to establish a rapport in exchange for Dominic to feel comfortable enough to confide in Alex and reveal more incriminating information. Bravo.
Because look, if I had any intention but to figure this out, get this turned around for you, I would be talking out of your house. I'd say, hey, we're not getting in the car talking about this. We're not going to be in the heat. We're going to be outside, and if people hear it, they fucking hear it, right? I want you to understand that I understand, okay? Okay, I do.
I don't usually get emotional.
I know.
I'm just kicking myself right now. Like, how could I say like some of that stuff?
I know. But look at me. You're talking to the one person who is willing to make sure that you're really straight and narrow. Every single other person in this town will probably look at you crazy about some of this stuff. Okay? Do you see me looking at you crazy? I don't.
But now I know. But I look at myself as crazy, and I just can't. Just when you bring it around and turn it back on me, I just look at it and I'm just like,
yeah.
What's my problem? I don't.
But you know. But the fact that I mean, this may sound fucked up, but the fact that you're looking at yourself crazy shows me that you actually have accountability, and it shows me that you care. Because if you weren't looking at yourself crazy, I'd have questions about that. But I see a good man who's just being led down a bad path. There's demons there, okay? So I want to ask, okay, I'm not talking about Mandy right now. How did this online curiosity start for you about this type of stuff? Because there's way too many coincidences. Do you see what I'm saying? Like this person sending you that young picture. The messages to Mandy, just these fantasies being talked about. Do you see why I think you could be getting led down the wrong path? Do you think you're getting led down the wrong path?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
If I'm talking to a 13-year-old like that and bringing that stuff up, yeah, obviously I'm going.
Okay.
Obviously, there's some kind of wrong path.
Okay.
It's up in my head.
Right. Do you think you need help for this? Confidentially.
I think I can handle it myself. I just
Okay.
can't. I just don't do this. Just stop.
Right.
Just stop and don't do this. Just go be alone and just be with my thoughts.
Alex calmly encourages Dominic to let everything off his chest before questioning him about how Dominic is ending up in the kinds of situations that inappropriately involve minors.
I want to know how these positions are happening to where there's a 13-year-old kind of sexting you, there's this person just sending you this picture of like some 5 or 7-year-old naked, where somehow you're following these pages that are like selling this child stuff online. There's more to it than just that. So I don't think this stuff is said to Mandy without people showing you some shit online. I think people have showed you some really, like you said on Telegram, crazy people. I think people have showed you some really f***ed up shit for you to put this on paper, because I don't think you woke up one day just thinking, I want to go talk to Mandy like this. I don't think that's the case. So there has to be something there in the middle that people have showed you for you to think this way. Because Caroline knows you're not like this. People don't think you're like this.
She thought I was like this. She would never let me around her children.
Absolutely. And we don't want anybody getting the wrong idea. Because the time to clear this up is now. Truly. Besides the 5 to 7-year-old, what are some stuff people have showed you online pertaining to stuff like this? Or if you just be honest, internet searches. Have you gone on the dark web at all?
Yes, I've been on the dark web.
Okay, so there's something there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, what's been on the dark web? When's the last time you've been on the dark web?
I don't know, probably 6 months ago, probably.
Okay. Do you know what I'm going to ask about the dark web?
If you're going to ask me about I've never been to it, so don't think, but I've heard horror stories.
Okay.
Of like Red Room.
Uh-huh.
And which is murder.
Yeah.
And pretty much and stuff like that, and I don't. That's one thing, I don't.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you don't like the hurt stuff?
No,
Okay.
I'm not, no.
Alex is referring to a genre of sick media called hurtcore that sees mostly animals and children put through terrible suffering for the enjoyment of others. While Dominic admits to being on the dark web, he adamantly denies seeking any material that features this type of media. Still, Alex doesn't believe that Facebook was the first or the only time Dominic has allegedly come across indecent images that feature minors online. And he's right.
So I don't even think you're that far then. I think we're going to cut this off. I think we're going to cut this off before anything you might be interested in or anything that sparks your curiosity might devolve into that. So we're going to stop that tonight, okay? I want to ask about... Basically, here's what I don't believe. Here's what I don't believe. I'm not saying you're a liar. I just think we haven't talked about... I just think we're just leaving things out, because now 5 to 7-year-old naked isn't the only time a naked kid has been shown to you online. That's just not the case. So I'm trying to figure out, has it been on the dark web? Has it been on Telegram? Has it been on other places? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The dark web would be my guess.
Okay, well, what have you seen on the dark web?
I mean, just pictures of various positions, you know what I mean? Like, just like different like pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, I have some pictures like that. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is the age range on the dark web that have come across your eyes?
Like maybe like 8 to 12, 14, maybe 7 to 14, 5 somewhere. Maybe like even. Dude, I don't remember. I mean. Yeah. Unless they have their age on their forehead, I wouldn't expect you to. But like basically, obviously young to teen. Yeah.
Much. Okay. What combination, or what percentage would you say is pictures versus what percentage would you say are videos?
Probably, what do you mean, percentage? Like 50-50, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, if you have 10 pictures, or if you have 10, like, I guess files, how many are going to be videos versus how many are pictures? Like, you know.
Probably half and half, maybe 50-30, maybe.
Okay.
Video towards the other.
In your experience, where was the dark web at? Like phone or computer or both? Or
a phone.
Phone? Okay.
Alex asks Dominic if he has his phone with him, and he says no. When Alex mentions calling Dominic's mother, Dominic seems to get a little uncomfortable before inquiring about how much longer the interview will take.
How long are we going to be left? Because, we've been in for almost an hour, so I'm just trying to figure out how long we're going to be sitting here.
Well, I want to sit here as long as it takes to turn it around. Okay.
Fair enough. I just don't want to keep them waiting, because then they're going to question me and they're going to wonder what's going on, and then they're going to get the worst idea and they're going to think like the worst and then think something and then.
Okay. So basically on the dark web there is naked pictures like 5 to 14, you would say?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So videos, were the videos the same age range, or were they other age ranges? Or
I think they're around the same. It might have been a little bit younger than that. I can't remember. It could have been younger than that.
Like talking about toddlers?
I think I'm pretty. I think. Yeah, I think.
Like what? It would be like 3 or 4 year olds.
Yeah.
Okay. What was happening in the videos?
They're like oral and like.
Fair enough. So oral sex, is this like who are the toddlers, like boys? Are they girls? Or are they both? Both. So describe an oral sex video, that you've seen on the dark web, because this is how we can actually find these bad people. What's happening in it?
It's mostly people that don't really show their face or something like that. Like usually, I'm not saying it's not all the time.
Yeah.
People do. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, it's people that show their face or don't show their face and stuff like that. And just like, usually the kid, it's 50-50 that the kid's face is shown. So
okay.
Sometimes not at all.
Right.
But stuff like that, it's just, them just giving, some little...
But it's just like I guess my question is this like a little boy on a man, or is it a little boy on a woman, or is this like a little girl on a guy?
To be honest, I've seen all together.
So you've seen like boy on man and girl on girl. Okay.
Boy and dad on girl or something like that, or that's what they say.
Okay, so pretty much anything I'd ask, it's probably been shown before.
Yes.
Okay, and these are all like toddlers.
The next part was just too graphic for me to include, but Dominic admits to having seen videos of children as young as toddlers forced to perform acts on adults. He claims these adults are both a mixture of men and women who often hide their faces. By Dominic's own admission, it sounds like he's seen quite a lot of this type of media on the dark web. The quantity he describes couldn't possibly be something people stumble upon by accident, but still, the information Dominic gives just gets darker as we go on.
Fully curious. I'm not saying this is stuff you're into, but of course, we all want to save the babies here, especially you being a babysitter. I'm sure, this is, something you're passionate about. What about stuff like infants, like little, newborns and all that stuff?
I've seen that too.
Okay. Are these
To be honest, I'm just trying to be as honest as I can with you, because
yeah,
lying to you is not going to help at all. It's not going to do anything. All it's going to do is just keep me going down the rabbit hole.
absolutely. And I think, it's tough to talk about, but, every time you get this out, I think it gets out of your system. In a way, you're still going to have to...
It's actually good, it's good to actually talk to someone, because, I just feel, I can't talk to anyone.
Right, because once you go and once you go so far down, it's like, you want to get help, you want to do the right thing, but they're all going to look at you a certain way, because you can get help for alcoholism, you can get help for being a bad driver, but when it comes to this, it's just a stigma around it, man, and I don't think it's fair. And, like I said, I'm talking to you here because I think you're someone that just needs, whether that help is just talking about it or whether that help is therapy if you want to get it. But I think talking about it's a great help as it is, because, I'm not going to lie to you.
No, because I've been holding this stuff aside, so it's like, I'm sure it's like eating at me.
Yeah, it is. And, after tonight, are you going to have those temptations? You are. I'm not going to lie. Of course you're going to have them.
No, I can't.
You can't, but you understand the battle isn't going to end tonight, right?
It has to.
Right.
It has to end.
Okay.
It cannot continue.
Right.
Allow me to make a personal observation rooted in opinion based on what I see here. I don't buy Dominic's crocodile tears. Dominic only seems interested in giving out information that may paint him as some kind of watcher victim of CP. It's my opinion that he has no interest in getting long-term help for his urges and problems. It seems like this is why he so desperately wants Alex to believe that his activities will end tonight. Earlier on in the interview, Dominic also made the declaration that he didn't think he needed help because he felt like he could handle things himself. But this kind of problem doesn't tend to just go away. I think Dominic realizes that if he doesn't continue to talk, Alex might escalate things to the police. I feel like there's nothing sincere about Dominic's demeanor. Maybe he's hiding something darker.
But I'm just saying, it's not going to be easy. You understand that, right? But you're going to win. But
I think I have control. I think I can. I think I can win.
Do it.
I don't think that I've always been under the thing of never say you can't.
Let's do it.
You can always do.
Yeah. So these infant videos of newborns, what's happening to them?
Dominic continues to claim he can control his urges without professional help, so Alex turns the focus back on the videos that feature infants. Dominic's reaction, specifically in his voice, is odd and uncanny.
So these infant videos of newborns, what's happening to them?
Giving head or something like that, oral sex. And sometimes,
Sometimes it's what?
Sorry.
No, you're good, man.
They, put their...
I didn't quite understand it. I'm so sorry. Like they're the infants?
I don't really, there's not, screaming or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's, one or two that I've probably seen, don't get me wrong.
That were screaming?
Probably, yeah, but usually I turn it off because I don't like that kind of stuff, because I don't want to,
Right. What do you think keeps pulling you to it, man? Not judging, but we need to know this for you to get this out.
I don't know. I mean, I no one has said anything, but
okay.
But maybe something happened to me in my past.
It's strange how Dominic's voice went from high-pitched and emotional to completely dropping back down to a normal tone so fast. He goes on to discuss the alleged abuse at the hands of his aunt's husband when he lived with them, but clarifies that he was never sexually abused. Again, I feel like Dominic is trying to garner more sympathy for himself, yet he's expressed little concern for the victims and the illegal content he's been consuming. But Alex still wants to know where this all began.
When do you think these thoughts started to get to your head of just wanting to look at kids naked and all of this? So we know they're there, but just when did it start? Just how long has it been, truly?
to be honest with you, probably since I was a kid.
Okay.
Not a kid, but probably like a teenager, probably like 12, 13.
Okay. What were you starting to think?
I don't know. I just thought I was more attracted to kids than I was to at that age. I just thought, and I did tell my cousin.
Okay.
That was the only time I've ever said anything to her, and that was when I was young. But that's probably when it, honestly, that's probably when it started.
So what do you mean by when you were 13 attracted to kids? Like
I just like when they be like walking down like the boardwalk or something like that. I would just look at kids. I wouldn't look at like grown-ups or women or
yeah. But people would say a 13-year-old is a kid. So what's that distinction there? Like you're 13, you're looking at people that are maybe how old?
Maybe probably like 7 or 8 because
Okay.
they're younger than I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not the same.
So basically 13 we started to notice the age gap.
Yeah.
Okay. What did your cousin say when you told her about this?
I don't remember. Like I said, I was 13. Like that was a long time ago. It's like 20, 30 years ago.
So none of your family knows or anything? Okay. Yeah, man, you've been struggling with this for a while then. Okay. So when's the first time you think you try to look up child and then?
16 maybe?
16?
15, 17. It was so long gone.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact.
So is it fair to say you've been watching child porn probably the past 20, 25 years?
I would say it's been more recently, probably the last 15 years. Like I was handling it where I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
And and then I
lost control. Okay. Well, it's never too late to take control of your life again, and I'm here to help you with that, okay?
I'm sorry, I kind of lied to you, because it seems like I've lied to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Hey, man. I've
just been battling.
I know.
I've been battling it for a long time. I don't want people to see me like that.
There will be people who sympathize with Dominic here, and they will argue that he can't help the way he feels, but let's not forget why Alex is here, and that's nothing to do with feelings. It's everything to do with Dominic's actions towards what he thought was a minor online. He says he doesn't want people to see him like that, but if Mandy was a real 13-year-old girl, people would be none the wiser to this alleged predator, and a child would have been in harm's way. Nevertheless, Dominic's next claim, as you'll soon find out, is one well worth an abundance of scrutiny.
I swear to God, I have never touched a child like that. I have never done anything sexual to a child like that. I swear to you. Like, I know it seems like because I've lied before, but I'm saying I've never touched a child.
Okay.
Like, never.
Yeah, all right, well...
I would never do that.
Well, let's walk it back. I appreciate...
But still, like you said, maybe if it goes on too longer and I keep going on the rabbit hole, maybe I do something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that.
It's worth remembering that Dominic is speaking as if nothing illegal between him and a minor has ever happened before. Actually, it's as if the very thought of the possibility of that scares him. Just keep that in mind. But next, there's something Alex wants to get out of the way himself.
So let's just get this point out of the way, because this isn't. I'm going to tell you right now. This isn't something that I'm going to fight you on or anything like that. This is something that we just need the facts on. So don't beat around the bush on this. How much child porn is sitting on your phone that we need to get rid of? A lot. Okay. What's a lot?
I don't know, maybe like 70, 80 videos.
Okay.
Something like that.
What are the age ranges?
And then they're all ages.
Infants and up?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And then you said I stopped you. What were you going to say after that? You said 80 videos and then?
That's on my phone and Come on, be honest. You have to be honest.
You got it.
And then Mega
links. I know what those are. How many mega links do you have?
And you asked about Signal? It's Signal also.
Okay. Is there on Telegram?
I'm pretty sure yes.
Okay, so...
There is no longer any doubt as to whether or not Dominic is an alleged predator and a danger to children. With allegedly 70 to 80 videos of infants and up on his phone, he makes the assumption that Dominic is a pedophile. Dominic has also now admitted to using Signal and Telegram to seek out this type of media, which he previously denied. Whether or not he has actually physically assaulted children is so far unknown, but Dominic mentioned megalinks. Megalinks are bought by individuals seeking child abuse material in bulk. there's really no way of knowing just how many images Dominic may be hiding. People often criticize Alex and the predator poachers, claiming they prey on or entrap individuals who otherwise wouldn't be committing acts against minors had these groups not enticed them to do so. Well, this sting and the last one I covered certainly debunk this theory when it comes to Alex Rosen's modern tactics.
Okay, so, do you have any mega files downloaded?
I have it all in a mega folder.
Okay, so that's on your, as a file on your phone? Okay, how many gigabytes do you think are sitting there?
5, 6 maybe. I don't know.
Is that besides the 80 videos?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just infants on that, pretty much? Okay. Any snuff films? No snuff films. Okay. Do you have a certain video you just go back to and watch, or is it just a collection you got?
Just the collection I have.
Okay. Who do you trade with, if anybody?
I don't trade with people.
Okay. Have you traded before?
I've gotten stuff. No, it's just I go to a group, and then it usually sends stuff on there. People send it, and it starts downloading, and then it downloads to my phone.
Okay. Do you ever, right, okay, I hear you. Do you ever send anything out to other, do you, put anything in groups ever, or?
No, I don't do that, no.
Okay. Has there been one time where anybody's asked to hit you up a trade before?
I think it was a general thing. It wasn't really, I don't think it was directed towards me.
Like someone putting something out on a forum or a chat or something?
Yeah, I don't think it was directed towards me, but there might have been one or two. I just don't remember because it's been happening a long time, so it's not like I remember, but yeah, I have.
Okay. Have you ever, just be honest, that, again, this isn't something I want to find out through any other avenue except your mouth, okay? Have you ever just sent...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be arrested here, am I?
Dude, I think you just need help.
Please don't take me to jail, please.
Dude,
I'll do whatever I have to, just to jail or court or anything.
All I can say, dude, is your honesty so far is refreshing and brave, and I appreciate the shit out of it, and...
but I don't want to be saying all this, and then I'm just going to be taken to jail anyway. What's the point if you're not really helping me? You're just used for what I say and then take me away.
Well, I hear you, but you understand that this is all I needed, right? And that I didn't have to come to your house, and that I didn't have to actually care about getting you help. You know, as soon as you told me that you had someone sent you a picture of a 5 to 7 year old, I could have said, "Oh, cool, man. All right, we'll be in touch," and then that's it. I could have just done that, right? Because, it's not, it's not pleasant. Yeah, I'm not judgmental and I can deal with it, but it's still not pleasant for me to hear about, infants and all of that stuff. I'm willing to work with you because you're someone that wants help, but I didn't have to, because in the end, all I needed to, if it was about you over, all I needed to hear was just, that happened on Facebook.
I could have just walked out there and you could have just arrested me right there.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not a cop. You understand that, right?
No, I didn't understand that.
Okay.
You never told me you were a cop. I assumed you weren't, but I didn't know.
Okay.
I don't think I ever asked, and I don't think you ever said.
I'm just going to ask you, because I don't want to find out through any other avenue. Have you ever just said child to anybody before? Over the years?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Okay. Do you know what apps that would have happened on, or any forums?
I think it was Messenger, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Do you know how many times that would have happened, about?
I would say once, but once again, don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Because I seem to be quoted, and then it happens being something else. So I'm not. Yeah. I don't want to lie to you and just tell you one thing when I just don't know.
That's you just try your best to answer that. That's fair. Fair enough. Do you know what you sent on Messenger? Was it a link, or was it a actual image or video?
I sent it to some. I think it was another. I think it was a girl, like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old girl, I think.
Okay.
And then she was like, "What the fuck?" And then she erased. She unfriended or whatever.
Okay.
Or erased the thing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Dominic has just admitted to sending CP to a minor. It just keeps getting worse for this man, but it's not over yet. Dominic admits to chatting with anywhere from dozens to over 100 people whom he believed to be minors online over the years, with the youngest being as low as 7.
Have any of these minors sent you nudes at all?
I would have to say I don't know. Probably. I'm just gonna say probably.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I would have to say that's probably a...
Okay.
Yeah.
Have there been, like, just sexy chats, like, flirting with each other without going into too much detail, just kind of like...
I think so, yeah.
The revelations here are insane. It's no longer just the decoy Mandy, or one random message containing CP on Facebook. No, things have exploded beyond what anyone could have ever anticipated. But Alex wants to talk to Dominic about his babysitting jobs again. You know, the ones he claimed he didn't get paid for. The jobs he said were just a backstory, so people didn't think he was jobless.
I want to ask you about this babysitting. Okay. Is there any situation... Because... Yeah, we've talked to some people, okay? We've talked to some people.
Okay.
Has there been any situation where anybody would... Where maybe your hand wanders, or just... Any of these kids' mouse might wander on your body or anything?
No.
No? Okay. Because, you know, when you say the name and you say it's Caroline's best friend or Caroline's son and all that type of stuff, look, just like with the CP stuff, I don't want to hear from anybody but you, okay? Because I'm willing to truly find every single kid you've babysat and go talk to them if I haven't already, okay? I'm willing to do all of that, all right? And I don't think... Look, I think you were sincere when you said you didn't want to hurt Mandy.
Yeah.
I think you were sincere about that. And I think you're sincere when you say you care about these kids, and I think you're sincere when you say you don't want to hurt any kids. But, you know, good people can get carried away, even with people they care about, okay? It's happened, you know, I've over a video game, can you believe? Over a video game, I broke my brother's wrist when I was in 10th grade. He was beating my ass in it. I just got so pissed off I broke his wrist. True story, you know? I care about my brother, you know? I care about my little brother, you know? It's my boy. But, like, I did something up to him in 10th grade. I broke his wrist. You know, I'm very apologetic for it. No bad blood between us, obviously, at this point. But, you know, it's fun. I did a bad thing to him, and I know for sure I'm never going to break his wrist again. And, you know, that's just a lesson we learned from. So, I want to ask, okay? Because some of this stuff was too specific, all right? Now, it's like anything else. The truth could be exaggerated a little bit, but this came from scenarios that happened, and maybe you bent it a little bit to make Mandy comfortable, or maybe you changed some ages, or maybe you changed some names a little bit, or some scenarios. But this babysitting thing has been a fed for a while, okay? Mandy wasn't the only person you talked about babysitting to. And talk about and kids too. I mean, how many times have you told this babysitting story to people?
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
A lot, okay? And that doesn't come from thin air. It just doesn't, okay? So, look, this is the hardest thing to get off your chest, and I think if we hear the truth on this, that's a really big step forward to actually getting this changed. And I think it gets stopped tonight by just the truth, by just an honest conversation about it, and to talk about why it happened, and all of that. But, you know, Gettysburg ain't big. I'm willing to go find Caroline right now and talk to her and go talk to all of her kids. I'm willing to do it. But I want to hear it from you, okay? Because I think this can be handled in-house. I think it can be handled in this car. I think what's said in this car can stay in this car. I really do. But I need the truth because, you know, I'm willing to go talk to Caroline.
No, I understand, but her kids will tell you that I've never touched a single hair on them.
Okay, maybe not her kids, but there's somebody out there who would tell me that, yeah, Dominic did something to me when I was this age. He might have done this to me, did that to me. There's somebody out there.
My cousin.
Okay.
When I was like 13, 14.
How old was she? How old was he?
He was, I don't know, maybe that's not right. Maybe 9 and 5 or something like that.
And you were 13 or 14?
I think so.
So, how old is he now?
20s, I believe. 27, 28, I don't really remember.
27 or 28?
Something like that, yeah.
Would he possibly be in his 30s?
Yeah, it's possible.
Dominic has just admitted to something unknown with his younger cousin. Dominic says he himself was 13 or 14, then he claims without clear context that his cousin was maybe 9 and 5. I'm not sure if Dominic is saying the abuse happened between those ages, or if he's referring to two separate incidents.
What's his name so we can look this up, look up his age?
Why do we need his? Okay.
Where do you live in Gettysburg?
No, he lives in Boston, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. What's his name? Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, I think.
Jesus Christ. If
think.
there was a spelling bee had a gun to my head about that, I'd get killed.
I'm not sure. I don't know if you would remember it, to be honest with you.
Shoot. Okay, so if you
No, wait, no, my cousin too.
Okay.
No, my cousin.
How old were you and how old was she?
She was probably around 6 or 7, and I was probably 12 or 13.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't think she might not even remember it. I mean, I have apologized to her about it.
I appreciate that.
I actually have never apologized to my cousin. Yeah.
What happened with them? What did y'all do together?
I think we were touching each other, and then we were watching. This might I don't know how I remember this, but
Sure.
It was Melrose Place.
Okay.
From back in the day. I don't remember it. And then we went upstairs in the bathroom, I think it was. We went upstairs in the bathroom, and then my grandmother and mom came there and started banging on the door, and I was like, I have, like, my cousin in here with me, or something like that. And they were like, what the hell are you having in here?
Right.
And I was, then they were like, well, let us in, and let him in, but then I closed the shower curtain, and they kind of walked in and didn't see anyone, so they walked back out again.
Okay. And where were y'all touching each other at?
I'm pretty sure and we were kissing and stuff like that.
Okay, and that was the kid or kid?
Yeah.
Now he's admitted to abusing a female cousin as well, who was roughly 5 or 6 at the time, while he was 12 or 13. One has to wonder, was this during the time he claims he was living with his aunt? Either way, he was 13, and 13, in my opinion, is old enough to know better. His cousins were apparently between the ages of 5 and 9. This is a horrible revelation. But did Dominic continue to behave this way when he was an adult?
Okay, and what about situations where you've been an adult and it's been a kid?
Maybe I
just want the truth.
It's just like playing with him a little bit.
Who'd you play with? Babysitter?
Yeah, it was babies. It was, yeah.
Okay, was it one of Caroline's kids?
No.
Okay, so you were babysitting someone and you played with them?
Yeah.
Okay, how long ago is this?
Probably like 3 months ago.
3 months ago. Okay. Who were you babysitting?
But it wasn't like, But this woman, she's divorced, she has 4 kids.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How old was the kid?
3.
3? Okay, is it, who is it? Boy or girl?
It was a boy.
What's his name?
Sorry, just give me a second.
What's the, who are you babysitting for? What's her name? We'll start with that.
So I've only done it like 5 times, so I don't...
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
No, we're gonna have to get her name.
No, I do. Just hold a second.
Sure. Sure. What's your last name? How did y'all meet?
On care.com.
Care.com? Okay.
The fact is, Dominic was a nanny, and it was his job. He was listed on a popular website called care.com, which assists people in finding childcare, senior care, housekeeping, pet care, and even tutoring. They state on their website that safety is a top priority. all caregivers complete a background check before interacting with families. But if Dominic had no record, it would be hard for anyone to suspect him of being a threat. But it is deeply concerning. A 3-year-old was placed into his care via his online listing at care.com, and Dominic claims he'd been working on the site for about 3 years. This company has since removed his profile. What you've heard so far has been awful, but again, it's about to get worse. So bad that I can't even play what Dominic says next. To break it down, Dominic allegedly admitted to touching the little 3-year-old boy that was placed into his care via care.com. This 3-year-old cannot speak, and they suspect he may have autism. Dominic struggles to even remember the name of the little boy.
What's his name? Don't look at him as a piece of meat. He at least has a name.
Trying to think, dude. Sorry,
You're good.
Because otherwise, I've only watched these kids like 4 times.
Right,
right. I don't remember.
When I ask you this, just answer this as truthfully as possible. I'll take your word for it, but I'm being honest with you. Just be honest with me. So, before today, have you been on care.com to go find kids?
No. Okay. I was doing it for babysitting. It had nothing to do with or something like that. I never was like I was going to go on here and just find a bunch of children.
It just started happening.
Yeah.
Okay. So besides this 3-year-old, how many other people that maybe you just babysat for would you say you maybe did?
I would. No other one. There was a kid that used to he was I would allow him to be naked, but I didn't actually touch him or anything like that.
Okay. Who was that?
I only watched this person for like a month, so I don't.
Okay.
Like I babysat several kids, so
yeah,
I don't. The names kind of blur in together.
Did him being naked arouse you in a way?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. How old was he, or was it a she?
I think it's 5.
5.
He.
Okay. Did he maybe just sit on the same couch as you, or sit on your lap, or anything like that?
No, because there was cameras all over the house once again.
Oh, okay. Okay. So with the 3-year-old, did you check for cameras?
Yeah, they have cameras in all over the house also.
Okay. So how did you get away with doing this with the 3-year-old? Like what?
It was in the bathroom when I was changing him.
So is it
even in houses loaded with surveillance, Dominic allegedly still found a way to harm children.
Has any other situation happened, maybe with that other guy, a 5-year-old in the bathroom? To this point, I mean, you just got to tell the truth. I mean,
yeah, no, he didn't. He never touched me or anything like that, and I never touched him.
What about just exposing yourself to him?
Yes, there was a time when he was naked and I was naked because he was like, "Well, why am I allowed to be naked but you not?" So I did.
You exposed yourself to the 5-year-old?
Yes.
Did you at least? Maybe not. Did you at least have him touch it? Maybe touch yours.
No, I never had him touch it. No.
Got it. When you exposed yourself, were you aroused?
Probably.
Okay.
I would have to say probably.
How long ago was this?
3 months, 4 months.
Okay,
ago.
so it's about the same time as the 3-year-old.
No, this is before that.
Before that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 3-year-old was more recent than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the lady? Okay, so you babysit pretty often then. That's why your names are getting blurred.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Dominic babysat kids often. He got paid for it for at least 2 or 3 years. Multiple children. Remember that. See, when it comes to politics and Alex Rosen, we differ a lot, but we fully connect on the work he does exposing these predators.
Any other situations maybe where you were like 20 or 30 before you babysat, where there was like a kid that could have been molested, or?
I don't think so, because I never had access.
Okay.
I only started the babysitting thing the last like three and a half years.
Okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Now Alex wants to know if Dominic has ever produced any inappropriate images of his victims, specifically the 5-year-old boy he babysat.
Answer this honestly, because same shit I want to find out through anybody else but you. Do you have any videos of the 5-year-old? No. Okay, are you sure about that?
No, I do have a picture. Mm-hmm. I do have 5 pictures. I don't know if I erased them or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I had 5 pictures, and he was far away.
Yeah.
But he was bending over, and if you zoom in close, you could see his little thing. His pee-pee.
Who's he, the 5-year-old or 3-year-old?
The 5-year-old.
Okay, so how'd you take these pictures? Like, where were you in the house?
We were in the house. He would take me over to this, they like had a garden, and beyond the garden, there was just something there.
Mm-hmm.
Or like it looked like a building that might have been there a long time ago. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But it was out and not in the view of the cameras.
Side note, it's true that you can't just look at someone and assume they're a child predator based on looks alone. It would be unfair to do so. But I do find it odd just how much Dominic looks like the dramatized pedophile in the Skrillex music video, First of the Year, Equinox. I mean, the resemblance is on point, and the act he's describing right now is almost identical to the music video's storyline.
Did you see that as your opportunity to get a picture then?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Any videos of him just running around naked?
No.
Okay. Have you shared these with anybody?
No.
Okay. What was kind of the satisfaction in taking those photos? Like, why'd you do it?
So I could go back to it, maybe. I would have to say that's probably...
So have you gone back to it and masturbated to it?
No, because it's just a picture.
Have you gone back just to look at it and get a wow?
Yes, I have went back and looked at it.
Okay. Any other situations that we could think of? Like, if there's anything, just let me know. Like,
not that I'm pretty sure no.
Okay.
Like,
that's totally fine, man.
After Dominic says he's given up all the information he has, he agrees to take Alex to his house to retrieve his phone so it and all the alleged illegal material on it can be destroyed. But in actuality, Alex wants the device as evidence to hand over to the police. Once they arrive at Dominic's home, like something out of a horror film, Dominic wants them to follow him into his house via the cellar in order to evade detection from his mother. Once Alex and his crew have the phone, they have all they need to involve the police and hand their intel over to authorities. Dominic rejoins their group in the car again, where the cops will be coming to collect him. It's only at the moment the police arrive that Dominic realizes that Alex and the predator poachers were not there to help him. Their sole focus has been from the start, exposing him and bringing him to justice, and that's exactly what they do. Dominic was arrested on camera, and the predator poachers were thanked by law enforcement for their cooperation in the investigation.
Is he coming? Oh, that's
no, I see car lights.
Oh, that's probably him.
So who's this?
Is this not him?
So who's this car coming, dude? Oh my God! Are you
what
kidding me?
Dominic Barbagallo was charged with possession of child pornography and criminal use of a communication facility. While detectives continue to investigate the case and other claims made, Dominic, unfortunately, has been released back into the community on a $150,000 bail. He has pleaded not guilty, and his case is still pending. This is why Alex Rosen, the Predator Poachers crew, the cameras, and everything they do in this field is so important. At very least, everyone around Dominic now likely knows what he is and what he's capable of. I'll keep an eye on the case and hopefully report back with positive updates for children everywhere when it comes to people like Dominic and David Dunn. I'm Mr. Black, and this is The Disturbing Truth.